morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Atlanta and our live stream service, our very special UUCA holiday pageant. We just watched it. It's so good. Just wait. We're going to begin. As you take part from home, do sing along with the hymns, light your chalice along with us, read along with the readings, all of those things. Our first hymn this morning is my own little take on Deck the Hall. Deck the hall with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la. So happy you are here for this joyous morning. It is the best place to watch worship on the internet in the whole world.
Welcome to Sunday morning with the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Atlanta. I'm Reverend Taryn Strauss, and we are so excited to honor the season of light in the darkest week of the year with our annual holiday pageant, Kwanzaa candle lighting ceremony, and a ritual for Solstice. We are so glad you are joining us in this celebration of the season this morning. And we are really excited about this beautiful wintry flower arrangement provided by Laura Smith in honor of many birthdays in the family this week. Though we are so sad to have to cancel our amazing Moravian service, which really, truly marks the beginning of the holiday season for so many of us. This year, we have dug deep into our scrappy reserves, and we have found a way to bring a little bit of the Moravian to you, or rather, you will come and get a little Moravian for yourself if you come by today by our new property, our new campus at 2650 North Druid Hills Road, and pick up, and some members of our congregation will have some of our Moravian cookies and the mocha mix for you. So come drive through and pick up some of the taste of the Moravian today from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And we also hope that you will join us for a very special online Christmas Eve worship service at uuca.org/live, which is where you are watching this right now. Join us at 7 o'clock p.m. on December 24th, Christmas Eve. That's 7 o'clock p.m. for our Christmas Eve worship service. We have integrated some aspects of our beloved Moravian service, and then some wonderful lessons and carols, incredible online music from our own UUCA Treehouse Choir, and more. So we definitely hope you'll join us at 7:00 p.m. on Christmas Eve, December 24th. Also wanted to let you know the adult religious education series, So You Want to Talk About Race, is on a brief hiatus through the holidays and will begin again on Tuesday, January 5th at 7:30 p.m. If you missed this past Tuesday's session with a TED Talk from Kimberly Crenshaw on the urgency of intersectionality with a follow-up discussion, you will definitely want to tune in tonight at 5 p.m. To register for any or all sessions in this series, please follow the link that is going into the live chat now. And I also believe the link is in the weekly update email as well. Want to invite you into our Zoom room social hour after today's worship service. You can join the UUCA community for a virtual social hour. Sign up for the Zoom social hour by following the link in the weekly update or the link that is being dropped into the live chat now. The social hour is a great place to discuss the worship service, sermon, anything that happened in the previous hour. However, the live chat is not necessarily the place for that. The live chat is definitely the place where you can express love and care for each other, not necessarily to voice our opinions and discuss those opinions, as that takes away from the flow of the worship service. If you wish, you are welcome always to use our live chat feature to welcome and support one another, to affirm the hard work and effort of our worship leaders and our fabulous audiovisual team, and to spread good vibes. If you have any questions about the sermon or the worship service, you can always contact me or staff directly through our email. And if you do notice yourself becoming upset during the worship service, please know we have a lay minister standing by in our live chat. And I believe this morning it is Kay Golan, if I remember. She will arrange a phone call with you offline so others can enjoy the service. And now I want to invite you into some gentle care for one another, some welcome into our live stream. Please take a moment to welcome each other, and especially anyone who is visiting this morning into this morning's worship. And now we will celebrate the festival of Kwanzaa along with the Stringer family.
I will light candles this season.
A moja, a candle for the unity that binds us to one another.
Candles of joy, despite all sadness.
Kuji Chakalia, a candle affirming our right to self-determination.
Candles of hope, where despair keeps watch.
Ujima, a candle to remind us of our responsibility to one another.
Candles of grace, to ease heavy burdens.
Ujama, a candle to remind us of the blaze we create when our passions unite.
Candles of courage, where fear is ever present.
Nia, a candle symbolizing our strength of purpose and the courage of our conviction.
Candles of peace for tempest-tossed days.
Kuumba, a candle for the creative spirit from which all life flows.
Candles of love to inspire all my living.
Imani, a candle for the faith we have in ourselves, in one another, and in the living spirit of which we are all a part.
Candles to burn all the year long.
Harambe! Ashe.
Thank you so much to the Stringer family. I also want to light our Advent calendars. Not calendar.
Wreath.
Our Advent wreath brought to us by Karen Regal. Thank you so much for the gift of this wreath. As we light candle, first candle for hope, second candle for love, third candle for joy, and this morning, our fourth Sunday in Advent for peace. As I light the chalice flame, please say the chalice lighting words along with me. May the light of this flame illuminate our tradition of seeking, invite all who yearn for acceptance, and ignite our passion for justice and peace.
Let us all rise together in body or in spirit and join Ona Palitza, in our movement prayer this morning.
Hi, my name is Ona, and today I will be leading the movement prayer. First, we bow to honor the spirit of life. We lift our arms and embrace the gifts of the spirit. We bring these gifts into ourselves with gratitude, free smile. We share these gifts with the world and remember to be present. Honor, embrace, gratitude, share, be present.
Thank you, Ona.
Sing we now of Christmas, Noel sing we here. Hear our grateful praises to the babe so dear. Sing we Noel, the child is born Noel. Sing we now of Christmas, sing we now Noel.
Let us put hands upon hearts and feel the warm connection. Let love in this moment flow. Say to yourself silently, I will love myself. I will love others. That love will change the world. We hold in our hearts all people who are struggling today with loneliness, with grief, with loss or illness across the world. May all beings find connection. May all people find comfort. May all of us find more ways to be more loving to one another. As humans have gathered for millennia, so we gather in our way on this day to gently surrender to something beyond ourselves, to humbly acknowledge our mistakes, to ask forgiveness, to seek hope and renewal, to honor the earth that supports and sustains life, to remember that all beings are inextricably and mysteriously connected, and to feel that connection. Now, we still our bodies, and we still our minds. We take in a big breath. We exhale. We relax into this moment that our intentions make sacred. We enter into the wise silence. Our solstice ritual was inspired by the poet Jan Richardson. All throughout these months, as the shadows have lengthened, this blessing has been gathering itself, making ready, preparing for this night.
Children of the earth, we have come to sing to each other, sister to brother, songs of our mother earth.
It has practiced walking in the dark, traveling with its eyes closed, feeling its way by memory, by touch, by the pull of the moon, even as it wanes.
Children of the earth, autumn soon will breathe her last breath, and quick to her death bear witness to winter's birth.
So believe me when I tell you, this blessing will reach you. Even if you have not light enough to read it, it will find you, even though you cannot see it coming.
Children of the earth, can you feel the air getting cold as darkness takes hold and sleep covers Mother Earth?
You will know the moment of its arriving by your release of the breath you have held for so long, a loosening of the clenching in your hands, of the clutch around your heart, a thinning of the darkness that has drawn itself around you.
Children of the earth, we have come to sit in the darkness, breathe in the silence, think of our Mother Earth.
This blessing does not mean to take the night away, but it knows its hidden roads, knows the resting spots along the path, knows what it means to travel in the company of a friend.
Children of the earth, we have come to sing to each other, sister to brother, songs of our Mother Earth.
So when this blessing comes, take its hand, get up, set out on the road you cannot see. This is the night when you can trust that any direction you go, you will be walking towards the dawn. Blessed be. Happy solstice.
Good morning, I'm Michael Dangerfield. I've been a member of UUCA since 1994, which is a long time, and that makes most of my adult life. When I moved from a small town in Wisconsin to the bustling metropolis of Atlanta in the late 80s, I enjoyed the work environment. Work was exciting, dynamic, but there was nothing outside of work. There was no social life that wasn't related to my workplace, and I really needed something more. Luckily, I did soon meet and fall in love with the woman who started to make Atlanta feel like home. But I was still looking for a small community to get involved with.
And then we decided to get married. So we talked to the priest of my parents' church in Virginia. That was not going to work. So since we'd been to UUCA a couple of times, we decided to go visit the UU Church in Arlington. So we ended up getting married at
Unitarian Universalist Church of Arlington, Virginia.
the other UUCA. Fast forward a few years, and we both wanted to sing. UUCA had a choir, and we had visited. So we decided, let's go see what this choir thing is all about. In 1995, we had a daughter. In 1997, we had a son. In 2000, we had another son. Oh boy, then we had 3 kids. And who were they going to play with, and who were we going to hang out with? The women and men at UUCA who had kids the same age as our kids. In those days, we were at UUCA a lot. Sunday for church, Monday for preschool, Wonderful Wednesday. Committee meetings, birthday parties, marches. Every Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we marched with the UCA folks in the parade down the streets of Atlanta. The RE program. 3 kids, we use the RE program a lot. Our daughter went all the way through the youth group, the high school youth group, really enjoyed that. Our sons particularly enjoyed the neighboring faiths year where they visited a mosque, a synagogue, other houses of worship. That was really good for them and their spiritual growth.
So while the kids were in the RE program, I was particularly enjoying working with and getting to know people like Peggy Beard, Edna Boyd McCowan, and Co Hamling for a real intergenerational experience that really helped the community feel like home to me.
So in 2003, UUCA was getting ready to celebrate the 50th anniversary of our congregation. And we had another opportunity to interact with some of the elders of our church when we produced a documentary about the 50 years of the congregation. And we were able to interview a lot of those senior members of the congregation. This also happened in conjunction with Marianne Chu's Reader's Theater version of The Phoenix Rises. I was lucky enough to be one of the readers in that production, and after that, Dana Taylor invited me to become part of the underground theater. So I stage managed for the underground theater for about 10 years until Dante Santa Croce decided to retire.
For the last few years, my main volunteer effort has been working with the Multimedia Team, where I've had the pleasure and honor of working with other members of the team to constantly improve and troubleshoot and try to bring you a better service through the live stream every Sunday.
As music brought me into the congregation, it has also sustained me for the last 10 years, as I've been doing a little bit of singing with such UUCA notables as Sharon Glass, Sonia Tinsley Hook, Jeep Hook, a little group we like to call the Incomparable Love Supremes. So as you can probably tell, UUCA has been integral in the fabric of our lives for about the last 2.5 decades. And because of that, we feel it's really important to have given back with our time, our talents, and our treasure.
So when Ellen Beatty called on us for a visit for the Capital Campaign and annual Stewardship Drive, we gladly said yes. We met with Ellen and shared our excitement for UUCA's new, very visible home here on this hill at 2650 North Druid. We shared our hopes for a new campus hub here, with interfaith celebrations, expanded social justice projects, music and arts, and a home that can physically embrace our growing family with healing and support when we need it most. Yes, as the Love Supreme sang on this very spot just a few weeks ago, we are family. So Maria and I were honored to make our pledge to this Capital Campaign and annual Stewardship Drive to support this family that we joined over 25 years ago. We hope that UUCA has been embedded in the fabric of your lives as well. And if you have not yet been contacted by a UUCA visitor, please reach out to us at uuca.org/together.
All families should have multiple video editors. It makes great videos. Thanks, Michael and Maria. The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay.
In fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel.
They looked up, and they saw a star shining in the east, beyond them far.
Into the earth it gave great light, and so it continued both day and night. Noel, Noel, Noel,
Like me, I'm sure you are joining me in humble humility for all the talent in this congregation that has shown through, that has gotten us through 2020. So thank you both. And I will always have special skills as we make future hires for staff, a special skills section. So,
From here on out.
yeah. So as this year comes to a close, you may be wondering how to dig even deeper into those wells of generosity, or how to make your gift to our stewardship campaign for 2021. If you have not done so, we are very close to our goal, but it is time, the time is now to go ahead and make your pledge to 2021 stewardship, and the time is now to make your pledge to our thrilling capital campaign, and of course to give in our offering plate by going to uuca.org/give for all of those opportunities. A UUCA member, Hildegard Gray, recently said to me that a hallmark, she thinks, of the ministry at UUCA this year is generosity. And like her, I have been humbled, just in awe, standing in radical amazement of all we have accomplished together this year. It's incredible. We have discovered deep wells of generosity, of hope in this congregation, more than we ever thought possible. We have expanded the wings of our ministry outward to touch hearts and spirits beyond our membership here in Atlanta. UUCA has gone global this year. Like the beloved Dangerfield family, we are giving more people the chance to raise their children in the liberal religious community of supports and of artistic expression, where they can find loving support, where they can raise a family that values justice, interreligious engagement, and revolutionary love. We truly are building a new way together, a dream that cannot be contained by any building, by any four walls. We are stretching ourselves beyond barriers of distance and possibility to create the Atlanta we are dreaming of, and the congregation we are dreaming of. This is only possible because of your radical, incredible, continued generosity, your continued faith in all of us, your belief in all of us. And like the song says, don't stop believing. There is more to come in 2021 and beyond. Please join me now in the dedication of this offering to the work of this congregation, which is weaving a tapestry of love and action we call community. We dedicate our lives, and these are offerings, blessings on your holy generosity, and blessings on this morning's gift. And now it is time for our UUCA's 2020 holiday pageant. Now, each year we do a holiday pageant on this Sunday, and this year we knew we had to do it again, although it is a little unique. Some amazing folks have come together to create a virtual holiday pageant for you. I want to especially thank our director, our pageant director, Alice Shubalee, and our children's music director, Chelsea Green, who have gone above and beyond to produce this year's 2020 holiday pageant. So take it away, kids.
Each year, we gather together with the family and the loved ones to share the joy of the season and reflect upon the true meaning of Christmas through a Unitarian Universalist lens. In these unusual times, we are faced with unusual circumstances. So today we will continue the unusual to remember the story that brings us to this celebration. Please sit back, relax, and remember the story as I share it with you.
Once upon a time.
Stop! No, it doesn't go that way.
Oh yeah, sorry. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Stop! What are you doing? Tell it right. Do you want me to do it?
No, I got this. Really, I was just messing with you. A long time ago, about 2020 years ago, Caesar decided to call for a census.
Hey, just like this year.
Yes, and don't interrupt. So Caesar asked everyone to go back to their hometown to register. Joseph went to Bethlehem, the home of his people. With him was Mary, and together they were expecting a child. Mary rode their donkey to Bethlehem as she was very close to giving birth. They were all very tired, so Joseph naturally looked for a place to rest the night.
Let me take it from here. And naturally, since so many people were arriving in Bethlehem at the same time for the census, options were limited. Joseph went from place to place, and everywhere he went, the story was the same.
Kind sir or madam, or whoever, we are poor, weary travelers who have come from many miles away and are seeking refuge from our weariness. Do you have a room for Mary and me for the night? Of course, we'll need a place for our trusty donkey who has delivered us to Bethlehem.
At each place Joseph stopped, he was given the same answer. No vacancy, no room, no way.
In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow, 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 snow. In the bleak midwinter, long ago.
Finally, Joseph approached the owner of a small barn, fit for animals. But was it fit for Mary? There was no choice. It was baby time. Their child was born there in the barn. Mary wrapped him in cloth and laid him to rest in a manger. All of the barnyard animals gathered around to gaze at baby Jesus with wonder and awe.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
What a beautiful baby. I heard they call him Muhammad or something. I think Buddha sounds good. Buddha! Shh. Mary just called him Jesus.
My turn. Meanwhile, shepherds were in the field guarding their flock. I think that means all of their sheep. When suddenly, like out of nowhere, the sky filled up with angels. I think the shepherds might have been a little scared. The angels told the shepherds,
"Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all people. Today in Bethlehem, the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah. This will be a sign. You will find the baby wrapped in cloth and lying in a manger."
The angels left the shepherds singing,
"Glory to God in the highest, and peace to those on earth."
The shepherds were pretty stunned, but decided to go to Bethlehem and see the new baby, and to see all that the angels had told them. A star was sent to guide them there.
Look at the sky. What is that? What is it? It's a lovely star. I think it's a sign. Yes, I think it is a sign. It's a sign of how special this baby is.
Once the shepherds found the barn under the star, sure enough, there was baby Jesus, wrapped in cloth and surrounded by some happy animals.
After a whole lot of staring and bowing, the shepherds left and told everyone what they had seen. I mean, we couldn't expect them to keep such exciting news to themselves. The news spread quickly and eventually fell on the ears of King Herod. Let me tell you about this king. He wasn't big on transfers of power.
Herod secretly called in the 3 magi and sent them to check out what was going on with this baby king. Let's listen in on the magi's conversation after their meeting with Herod.
That King Herod is a tricky guy. Did you see the way his eyes were shifting? He would never pass a lie detector test. Let's get going. I cannot wait to see this baby king. We need to bring gifts befitting a king of the peoples. Can't we just order from Amazon? We can use Prime.
The Magi were wandering the countryside looking for Mary, Joseph, and the new baby. They saw a star in the east shining brightly and decided to follow it. Lo and behold, it led them right to the barn in Bethlehem.
The Magi arrived with their gifts: gold, myrrh, sacred oil for rituals, and frankincense, a type of incense. Gifts of anointing befitting a king.
Each night a child is born is a holy night. This baby, born on this holy night, has the chance to bring about change, to make a positive difference, to leave a special mark on the world.
This journey begins on the night of this child's birth. Where we are born does not matter, a castle or a barn. We can create a new world. Whatever race, whatever religion, we can create a new world.
Whatever our gender, whether we are gay or straight, we can create a new world.
If I was a shepherd on that night long ago, when the new star appeared and started to glow, I would follow that star. It would never
It's just so good. Like, huge thank you to Alice and to Chelsea and all of our actors and all of the kids who had pictures taken of them and the parents who took those pictures. It's just so much adorable, and creating beautiful things in this time is hard. And I'm just really, really grateful that we got to have that. Bravo to everyone. Our last hymn this morning is For So the Children Come. We will sing this chorus over and over, and then Taryn will do readings in between. If you don't know it the first time, you'll know it by the fifth. Each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping. Each night a child is born is a holy night.
No angels herald their beginnings. No prophets predict their future courses. No wise ones see a star to show where to find the babe that will save humankind.
Each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping. Each night a child is born is a holy night.
Yet each night a child is born is a holy night. Parents sitting beside their children's cribs feel glory in the sight of new life beginning. They ask, where and how will this new life end? Or will it ever end?
Each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping. Each night a child is born is a holy night.
For so the children come, and so they have been coming. Each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping.
Each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping. Each night a child is born is a holy night.
As you go out into this very unique, unusual, special holiday season, consider how to live your life knowing each life is precious. Each birth is a birth of hope for all humankind. So how does that call us to live? How does that call us to treat one another and ourselves? Do we see ourselves as a player in the story, honoring, following a light, honoring a mother, a family, each new life reborn. Again, each day, the opportunity to live with justice and love in our hearts, to bring about a world of peace for all of us. May it be so. And as I extinguish this light, but not the light we have kindled here together this year and this morning, this holiday season, that light we will continue burning bright in our hearts until that moment when we can be together. Amen. Blessed be. Go in peace. Go in love. Merry Christmas.